In this lesson, I'm going to introduce you to the idea of the shuffle. The blues is essentially in a rhythm of triplets all the time. And I'm going to talk about, to start off with, how we break up the beats into three, and then we move on to taking one of those beats out to create this shuffle effect. So what I'm talking about is essentially this. It's going to turn into this, which perhaps sounds familiar. Okay, so the rudiments of this is the shuffle. And what I want you to start out doing is by playing these triplets. Now when I say triplets, all I mean is playing three notes to a beat. This is pretty quick, so should you need to slow down and just get used to the triplet motion with your right hand or left hand if you're a strumming hand, then you can pause the video and work on it for a while. But what we're doing is doing three down strums across our two strings, our A and E in this case. And we're doing it with a slight accent on the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So a little heavier on the first one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So you can hear each beat is divided into three. So let's play that together. I'll slow it down a little bit and we'll play it together. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4 to D. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3 to E. D. So you might find, because we're playing quicker strums now, that it's even trickier to jump, especially from that E to the D. But if you slow it down, it can help. And also, if you take out perhaps the fourth beat, that can also be a way to get around that as well. So for instance, 1, 2, 3. So there's just a way, if you're having trouble getting to that beat in time, just to help that transition. This gives you more time to move your finger across. Now, we just played triplets on every beat. Dot, 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 dot. In that group of three, I want you to take out, I can't do it, the middle one. So it's going to sound like this. And that's going to be our shuffle rhythm. Dum, bum, 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 bum. So you can still think of that group of three, and we're just taking out the second one. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. 3, 1, etc. So let's go through the progression now with our fifths in the left hand and our shuffle in the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 to D. To A. E. D. A. Turn around. Let's do it all again. to D. back to A, to E, D, and finish. So that rhythm is really integral, and you'll start to hear it again and again in the blues. And if you sped it up, you can start to hear that rock rhythm, how it translated into the rock later down the track. But for now, I want you to practice just the shuffle rhythm with our power chords, essentially, with our fifths, as we practiced in the previous lesson, throughout the progression with the backing track. So make sure, again, if you're having trouble with those transitions, you can take out the third beat or the fourth beat, just as we did previously. But I want you to get up to the ability of playing, at the very least, to the third beat, all three beats, like this, 2, 3. If you have to drop out that last beat, so be it. But I want you to be able to play at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, like that, so you can transition at least at that speed before you move on. At best, I would like you to play the shuffle through each beat, and that does mean that quick jump of that finger. But it's all in the name of progress, so I hope you'll join me on that challenge. When you can play through the progression with the backing track successfully, then it's time to add in our third finger in the next lesson. So I'll see you there.